Soft footsteps echo down the darkened stone hallway. As they grow closer, a light comes into view, obscured by the frosted glass of a wooden door. The door creaks open, revealing an older man holding a flickering candle. The flame sputters as it is met with a draft from an open window, and the man moves a hand in front to keep it from extinguishing. His features come into focus, showing rough, calloused hands and a face wrinkled and leathery. He opens a second door and walks into a large room. His candlelight washes over shelves of books and rolled-up pieces of parchment. Moving with purpose, he arrives at a shelf filled with older books, their spines decaying and dusty, many of their labels no longer visible. As he sorts through these, he pulls out a book bound in leather and stamped with a ship surrounded by flame. He spreads it open on a table set off to the side of the room and sits the candle down, beginning to turn the cracked, old pages. Time passes, and as the candle begins to flicker, nearing the end of its usefulness, he lets out a short before snapping the book shut and returning it to its place on the shelf. He makes his way back to the door, candlelight slowly fading from the room, and exits, locking the door behind him. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Campaign Notes Podcast, Episode 2. If you have stuck with us for this long, thank you so much for coming back. I'm Sam, your humble DM, joined, as always, by my table of players who are chuckling at something. What's so funny, guys?
If you're still here, bless you.
Yeah. I was going to say, go to a doctor and get checked out, a CT scan or something.
We really are grateful, though.
Thank you, though.
Listening.
Thanks, Mom.
And we will be as grateful, endeavor to be as grateful now as we are in 150 episodes from now. So,
and you know what makes people really grateful? Leaving a review on iTunes. Yeah. It's really important, everybody.
Yes. I hear that.
Smash that like button.
Like that smash button. Put a review on iTunes.
No, Ross, stop recording. I can't do this.
Don't worry, he'll edit it.
Let's cut this.
Yeah, no one will ever hear this.
Everybody will always hear this.
Yeah. But do leave a review on iTunes because that's all that people care about, and that's the only way to get the podcast found out about. So if you want more of the podcast,
tell us.
Yeah, write a nice sentence. I mean, we're going to do it just because we want to play the game, but it helps. Every little bit helps.
We want you along for the adventure.
And I need to be validated constantly, pretty much. So.
That's really the thing is I enjoy the knowledge that my voice is just heard.
Oh, yeah.
I could say I want to bring happiness to people, but also I just want people to laugh at my jokes. Like that's really what it is.
I don't even care about laughter. As long as I know that my voice is in someone, that's what matters.
Holy moly.
We like to keep it creepy.
Much more sexual than I'd like.
Anyway, just be sure to leave us a review on iTunes, and Sam's voice will be inside of you.
Please leave a review that says it is not sexual at all. This is definitely appropriate for children.
The review is not sexual?
Yes.
It can be. So last time y'all had some run-ins with some local toughs after getting some prawns.
You say toughs like they didn't all have like 1 HP.
No, they were tough. And you got your prawns, and they were delicious. Probably you never ate them.
Stashed them, put them in my pocket for later.
Pocket prawns.
They'll save the world. 50 episodes, that'll be the thing.
Someone will be trying to run away out of a room, and I'll throw them, and it'll get under their feet, and they'll slip. Like
we'll have to poison somebody, and you'll just have like fucking
wretched old
6-month-old prawns.
Oh, do you want a snack here? I've been keeping these in my pocket.
They're all warm and soft.
I've got some old shrimp here.
We're trying to get away from a giant, and you're just like, chase the prawns
quickly.
Everyone knows giants love prawns.
Old really prawns.
Inspired prawns. Don't mind the visible tapeworms.
How much of this are we going to cut?
None of it.
None of it.
No, this is gold. This is solid.
Gold, Jerry.
What you just said, but
this is
else.
banter.
Did we start?
No. And the other thing is, giants love prawns the same way that us humans like popcorn shrimp. Because if you've ever been to the fish camp, looked at the popcorn shrimp, how small it is, that's what prawns look like to giants.
Yeah,
fair.
Holy smokes.
So you're telling
Dropping
me the
truth
giants
bombs
are
over here.
larger
Man,
than-
just end it here. Yeah.
We gotta give people a week to absorb this.
Pathfinder
that's
food
the-
discussion hour.
The Pathfinder info hour with Sam.
All right.
And so after you had your run-in with these toughs, who were very tough and strong-willed, weirdly enough, after being thoroughly embarrassed, you went and had a lovely dinner with Roy and his wife, and then you received a summons from good old Jera, pillar of the community.
Djera.
Djera.
Esteemed Jera.
Yeah, the esteemed Jera. And she brought you into her creepy house and asked you to rob the governor.
To go thieving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here I go.
Which is clearly the expertise of a party that involves no rogues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like wanderers and shipbuilders.
Yeah.
I did punch a kid in an alleyway, though, so I feel like I'm kind of qualified.
I
to-
tried to.
roguish.
I missed.
Yeah.
I hit a kid
So
with
you're
a
the
great
second
axe
most
so hard,
qualified.
but didn't kill him.
I shot a kid.
I kicked a kid in the neck, and he's
the kid.
fine.
He's definitely fine.
You heard his neck snap, but that didn't kill him.
It didn't kill him. It's just weirdly shapen for the rest of his life.
Bit neck tough.
So how do y'all feel right now? Either you or your character. I don't really
Thoroughly
care.
unqualified.
Thoroughly unqualified. That's fair.
I'm feeling good.
I was about to say you don't have any of the details yet. Who knows?
For me, it was getting over the first episode, getting that recorded, getting it in the can, to use a film term.
Yeah,
Oh, we're talking about how Andrew feels.
This is how I feel.
This is how
Yeah.
Andrew.
Well, I don't want to presuppose, how you guys feel.
Who knows how Ozermon feels?
That's true.
Don't worry about Ozermon. He's mysterious, and
Yeah.
his feelings will be revealed in the following episodes.
And
you
It's a
haven't
closed book.
become him yet.
No, judging by my voice acting in the first episode, no, I have not become Ozermon. I was wildly shape-shifting between different individuals from different parts of the world. I'm Australian now. My name's Ozramon.
Yep.
That's an Australian accent.
That's my Australian accent.
That would be Ozramon.
Don't ever do an Australian accent.
Got that.
I do have, cut.
clap, clap, clap.
All right.
What about y'all? What about you, Cyrus?
Cyrus.
With all your
Cyrus
smooth-tongued ways.
Yeah. I'd say Cyrus feels about as skeptical as ever. Like he's just like, okay, we'll see where this goes. God, I don't know too much about this lady, but he's kind of a ride it out and see where it goes kind of guy.
Nice. Rusam, I'm assuming you're on board, ready to do some thieving, maybe punch some babies, set a church on fire.
Rusam's on board because he feels like neither of these people is very good for the community. So, it's kind of, if you steal something from a bad guy, then it's technically a good thing. But he's really kind of wary about the whole prospect because he is a monk. This is not something he's too keen on doing. But at the same time, he's very curious as to where this is going to go.
See, what I'm interested in is the fact that having never met the governor, you assume that he's a bad guy who's bad for the community.
You're right. He
Definitely.
did.
Oh, shit.
That says something about
Superman.
you.
Well,
Problem with authority.
no.
Did you just assume his alignment?
Yeah, he was a traveling, go between mediator diplomat type where he came from, and he doesn't have the fondest memories of the people that he had to be a diplomat for. Mm-hmm. So this level of government, he's probably like, yeah, the guy's probably into something.
He's
shady.
suspicious. Yeah, it makes sense. After all, if you're in government, you had to do something.
Clearly, you had to
Something.
be a terrible human being.
Just look at that George Washington guy.
Yeah, I know.
Shady character.
Wooden teeth. Pfft.
I don't never trust a man with wooden teeth.
That's right. That's how I was always raised.
That's a North Carolina thing.
Is it?
That's what Paul used to say.
Yeah, that's what it says on our flag, our state flag.
Oh,
if you read
God.
it in English.
I wonder how many people in North Carolina actually know what our flag says.
Esse quam videre.
Yeah,
One at
cool,
this table.
man. What does it mean?
I can't remember.
It means don't never trust a man.
Don't never trust men.
yeah, damn straight. Told you. We're about to get fact checked.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well.
Yeah, cut that.
So cool. Are we ready to dive into the game?
No.
Start playing pretend for a little while?
Oh, hell yeah.
Cool. Hit me up with some creepy music.
Give me some rad tunes.
Oh, dude, I got you, fam.
5 minutes.
I consider trap rap to be creepy. So
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
oh god,
Gucci.
Yeah, throw down a trap beat and we'll make ghost sounds behind it. That works too.
I'm sorry, my cousin is practicing his piano again.
Man, he's gotten worse since the.
He's experimenting.
He's very atonal.
you need to teach him like hot cross buns or something.
Do you not recognize it?
Yeah.
Get some chopsticks.
This is hot cross prawns.
God.
Leave it in.
I don't know if I want to now.
Gentlemen, I require you to steal from Governor James Cowell Jr.
What would you have us steal from him?
As you might know, I am not a petty criminal. I mostly offer information to people. All I ask is for you to acquire a book from his library.
That note hit perfect. I'm sorry.
This book is called... Let me check my Google Doc real quick.
God damn it.
The Chama Sutra? How do you say that?
No, that's it. The book is A History of Pradzia and its founding.
And you don't have access to a history book.
This is a very old text, and as you know, history books are changed from time to time as people embellish certain things. I don't remember if this is my accent, but it's going to be now.
It is now.
And what do you plan to do with this book?
That is for me to know. All I ask is for you to go to the party that he is holding for the upcoming Apprentice Festival. I have invitations for each of you. While you are there, gain access to the library, bring me this book, and I will give you each 100 gold pieces. And if you are worried about doing such a dastardly deed, I can assure you the book will make its way back there eventually. But I need it for certain things I'm looking into. Certain non-shady things. Do not pay attention to the piano.
Could I roll a sense motive?
I think that is perception.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
perception now.
Sure.
19.
Okay. You think that she wants the book because she's heard something and she's trying to kind of figure out if it lines up with kind of what's happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like she's gonna like throw it in a book burning fire or something. Like it seems like it is just out of her grasp because she's a known quantity and obviously wouldn't be welcome in the governor's household. And so finding 4 people like you who are known around town, at least a little bit, fairly well respected except for Cyrus. JK.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cyrus the toilet builder.
I forgot about that really good joke I did.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever heard that before.
He's not too worried about station, so that's fine.
But no,
Fuck you guys.
It seems like she's, while being a little bit cagey about it, she's being honest with you. It's obvious she's withholding kind of future plans.
Yeah. Keeping her cards close to her chest.
Well, and that's how the new perception as sense motive works. It's an opposed roll against deception.
Yeah.
So if she's not trying to really hide anything.
No, and she's not.
Cool.
Do you have any other questions? How you decide to come to the party is up to you. There will be other shipbuilders there for the Apprentice Festival, as I said. And you figure out a way. Have you played Hitman?
So all I have to do is just knock out like 3 people and just
Disguise yourself as a waiter.
Yeah.
And what is the dress code for this party?
It is preferred for guests to be informal attire, but it is a shipbuilder's party. I'm sure if you just had something clean, they would be fine with that.
Rustam kind of looks down at his, work clothes.
Yeah.
Would you have something for me to change into?
No, but I tell you what. I will, to sweeten the pot, give you each 10 gold to start with. From the 100, because I believe in you and have faith in a return on investment. You can use this to secure any items, clothing, anything you might need that costs $10. Gold.
Gold dollars.
10 gold dollars.
That would help me out greatly, as I paid entirely too much for a few prawns earlier. Apparently, 5 gold is a very large amount for some
It is
shrimp.
a very steep price.
Yes, it is large amounts for prawns.
I have not been to the Southern Crown for long. Where I come from, we use
You just throw gold
gold
around
sticks
freely.
as our currency.
Seashells. We pay in seashells for
It's
it.
the desert,
I use
so no.
I use MasterCard.
I'm a use the
we have-
MasterCard.
Do they accept Diners Club?
We have Bitcoin in Osiria. It's very confusing.
No one quite understands it, but we all use it somehow.
Something about the blockchain, chain of blocks. I do not understand.
It's chain link, like armor.
That was it. Chain link.
Yes. At least your 5 gold went to a good cause. The Pradzia Prawns Youth Water Polo, yes?
Yes, that is what it was.
That's Scheisse was real.
I'm a big
Holy
fan
shit.
of them.
Before we say yes
To the
or
dress.
no to this, may I speak with my friends in private for a moment?
Of course.
One more question.
Never mind.
How long do we have to return this book once we have acquired it?
I mean, I would like it as soon as possible, but if you must do... If there are more pressing matters, you may handle them. The world isn't going to explode because I don't have one book.
Yeah, he's just trying to make sure, like, we're not supposed to, like, go there and then bust ass to get back kind of a thing. There's not, like, a time.
No.
We can go get a beer afterwards.
Yeah,
before we
right,
return it,
yeah.
lose it in the bar.
Hey, good job, everybody. Let's get wasted.
The party is held tomorrow in the evening. Dinner will be provided there.
Nice.
That is what I was most concerned with.
Good.
So,
Good.
shopping montage.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, what do you say?
Are you in private now?
We're in private.
Okay.
She's just got her fingers in her ears.
Yeah, you kind of you go out to the kind of den where you were waiting before her manservant brought you in.
Okay, we all know thieves can't. Yes, we can all.
No.
Okay.
I can hold my breath real long.
I know ASL.
That's really good for podcasts.
Theater of the mind, Ross.
He's holding up a
Why are
thing
there
right now.
30 minutes of silence on this episode? Oh, they were all speaking in ASL to hide things.
Well, no, you need the opposite interpreter that is just describing him. He's holding up 2 fingers, his pinky and his ring fingers up, and he's made a J. with
Swoopy
them.
symbol.
Now all the fingers are wiggling.
Now there's just one finger up in the middle, and it's well, that ain't nice.
He looks real like. All right. So,
Gentlemen, what do you say to this offer?
Well, I think we are still very unqualified. I don't see any way any of us could turn down 100 gold like this, especially just to get a book.
It is quite the sum.
I've stolen a few books in my day. It's no biggie.
So you're a professional book stealer as well as toilet builder.
Well, I wouldn't say professional, but I've dabbled.
I am unsure as to her motives, but knowing what I know about her, I believe it would be good if we could see this book for ourselves, perhaps pull some information. But overall, yes, let's do it. And he
Slaps Crash's butt.
Oh my!
It would also be a good friend we could have, this Djera.
She clearly has contacts around here.
Indeed.
Well, that is assuming we can ever trust her, really, with her reputation.
We can always roll more sense motive checks. That is an available option. But as I stand, it seems that we should do this.
Agreed. We have one day to prepare.
Dawn of the final day.
We get the Majora's Mask sound in here.
I've got him on my phone.
Well, let's go tell her the good news.
Cut back to the other room.
We all cartwheel in.
Hey!
She heard the whole thing. She's got the room bugged.
You left the door open behind you. I heard
You stepped 5 feet away and we're shouting at each other.
You think we should do it?
I think we should do it.
None of you have an inside
Yeah,
voice.
true
do you?
RPG conversation style. Where it's like,
trust that asshole.
She seems like a giant bitch. I don't trust her.
She read our speech bubbles. God damn it.
Yeah.
Shit.
So have you come to a decision?
It
I believe we're going to do it.
Yes.
I mean, let's not get presumptuous.
I mean,
But are you going to perform the task?
yes.
Oh, okay.
We'll bring your tome.
Did she say tome or was it
No, it's a
more of a pamphlet?
It means the same thing.
Why do you have to be so petulant about this book?
He's a book thief. He established it.
We
is the book
established that he's
defeated?
a dabbling book thief, but
We will find your book for you.
Excellent. Anything else?
Yes, please get your son to stop playing piano. His inclination towards dissonance is very disturbing.
I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Jerry, shut the fuck up!
Yeah.
Wow, he even attenuated while he stopped. Got soft and then
that
was
was a
not
beautiful
playing.
diminuendo.
Yes.
Maybe he was better than we imagined.
Thank you. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, you can go.
Goodbye now.
We all
Yeah,
leave
but-
and go back to Roy's house and
Have fun storming the castle.
go back to Roy's house.
Wait,
Can we get some more dinner?
Ozramon grabs his invitation.
Oh, yeah. Did we?
Yeah, we
I
should-
assumed, like, they
and
were
the
handing
gold.
out it.
She
And,
hands,
and our 10 gold.
yeah, she hands all 4 invitations to you, and you each get your 10 gold.
It's like a party favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a little plastic bag with a ribbon around.
Like waiting at the door
Yes.
as we go out, like
Yes.
a little gift bag.
Grab your
In the
10
same
gold.
room that we were just having our private conversation.
Correct.
the
With the
manservant.
microphones everywhere.
The manservant with all the scars and dressed all in black has a silver tray with the goodie bags on each of them.
Oh, cool. There's an iPad in here.
There's a couple chocolates. The invitation, 10 gold.
Lindo.
Fantasy iPad.
You get a car and you get a car.
All right. So I guess we'll leave this creepy house. And do we have a place to stay? I mean, I assume we individually do,
I mean,
having been like in this town for a bit.
kind of, but not really.
Yeah, Rusam would have a house for sure because he's been here for several years. So if we all want to
Party at Rusam's.
trek on back to Rusam's place.
And see, I think Ozramon's been like sleeping under a bridge since he's gotten here. So
Let's see, I assume Crest either just arrived or is also sleeping under a bridge.
Cyrus is probably at this point in some sort of like workers' dormitories or some shit.
So he wants to sleep in a bed with not 30 other dudes,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, just 4 other dudes.
4 other
let's
Three
not go
other
to
dudes.
Cyrus's place. That sounds dark
sounds
and depressing.
awful.
It's awful.
It's full of wooden toilets. And
Poorly made wooden.
Stolen books.
This isn't what I studied. This wasn't my major.
All right, so yeah, you emerge back onto the streets as the sun has now pretty much fully set. Not too many people around, and you just start making your way to Rusam's house.
Mm-hmm.
Figure.
All right. Yep.
Holding hands and singing,
Skipping
all
the whole
along
way
the
there.
way.
I'm so happy to be alive, not under attack by anyone.
Oh, God.
So yeah, you make your way. Where does Rusam live?
A position near the docks because
Okay.
he doesn't really care for fancy things, and being close to his office would be, street dog. Would be appropriate.
Okay, so kind of like Roy, the boat builder, except we'll say you're on the east side of Pradzia.
He's in the shitty part of town.
Well, it kind of is. It's very industrial when you get there. Just kind of houses stacked on top of each other, where a lot of the boat builders live. And you make your way back there, Rusam. You can see kind of some of your half finished ships kind of sitting out there under construction, and open the door and enter into your domicile, which looks however it looks, as long as you don't go crazy.
Go! Yeah.
Non-Euclidean geometry.
Yeah.
Very, very minimalist.
I figured.
Monk. So he's got enough furniture and things for him. He's got like two of, his cooking and eating utensils because, whatever. But,
Yeah.
Nothing ostentatious, and very simple wooden and glazed clay pots and cups and things like that. All fairly well worn, probably secondhand type stuff. Not big, of course, because he doesn't need a lot of space, but big enough that nobody's going to be like all of us don't have to share a bed.
Fair enough.
Everybody's
That's
pile
good.
up and
Damn.
Yeah.
I was really hoping.
All right,
get
boys,
fleas.
nuts to butts.
Yeah.
So
I call Smollett spoon.
you are all now in Rusam's place. We'll say there's like a little fire going to make it like comfortable and fantasy. You have the entirety of tomorrow to get whatever you need.
So I guess we just get up, hit like the high street or whatever, get some fancy new duds, and lay low till evening time when the party goes down.
And I can also let y'all in on, not really a secret, but specifically Cyrus and definitely Rusam would know the Apprentice Festival that this is being celebrated for it's a yearly event where essentially shipbuilders are selected who think their apprentice is ready to kind of become a journeyman, and they do a big party up at the governor's house, which is what you've been invited to, and the next day is when the festival happens, which is it basically involves two things. The apprentices have been building their own ships, basically like small 4 to 5 person craft, like essentially a prove your worth kind of project. And they will be inspected by other shipbuilders that aren't involved, and then they will do a race with the apprentices and their chosen crew.
Oh, cool.
And depending on the winner of that race and what the judges say about their ships, one apprentice will be selected to become a journeyman. They will get money. Their master will get money as well as reputation gained in the community, which it's really important both for the apprentice and the master, because it means you'll start getting some new jobs, some better stuff, especially if your apprentice really shows off some unique things. And so this is kind of let's get the masters and apprentices up here with the governor and kind of rub elbows, and everyone's kind of feeling each other out.
A fairly cheerful event, you would say?
No, it's definitely
That's a nice sloop.
it's a party. Like it's but I wanted to make sure, because like I said, y'all would know that, you as a shipbuilder, Rusam, and Cyrus as a resident who has been around for
Works in the biz.
and you've been around long enough where you've seen it. If you've been here more than a year, you've seen it. Has Kresh been here more than a year?
No, Kresh is he's been here for like a week max.
Okay, that's what I
New
thought.
intent.
It's the debut at the debutante's ball, except for
Yeah.
But I wanted
dudes.
wanted to make sure
Dude cotillion.
wanted to make sure y'all knew that just because it does affect. It's not like a fancy dress party. Ooh. Like there's going to be some working class guys there as well as some nobility and things like that.
Well, gentlemen, I must turn in. Have a nice long rest.
Good night to you, too. Cyrus. I whisper that in your ear as you walk away.
What?
I was just saying good night.
Good night.
Your accent completely
And then I put,
disappears.
accent's gone.
it's part of my characters. He just actually talks like Andrew Nicholson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not y'all.
Night, y'all.
Night.
Not John Boy.
Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you, Cyrus.
Farewell.
Yeah, honestly, I think, it's already kind of late. Ozramon is probably just going to say his prayers to Pharasma. Maybe switch around some cantrips and go to bed.
Meditate. Rusam's going to meditate. Do the monk thing.
Kresh is going to find the largest space that he can and just fucking pass out in a heap.
Starfish.
Kitchen floor.
Yep.
Yeah.
The sun rises over the waves of the ocean. Ocean birds call out over the waves of the ocean.
I was not prepared for this from a sound perspective.
Ocean?
And a new day dawns over Ponzia. You all wake up in the straw and dust of the Chinese Empire.
Sorry, that was a miscue on Siren's case. I tried to cancel it before it started, but I was too late.
So you wake up from a fairly restful night of sleep on Rusam's floor, and you have to do a couple errands real quick and get yourself ready for the festivities at the governor's mansion tonight. We are going to, if there's nothing y'all want to do before that, we will do a little bit of movie magic, fast forwarding, and see what y'all come out with from your shopping trip. All right, so if there's nothing you want to do at the house, you start heading towards the marketplace. There's a bunch of stalls there. There's some fancier shops that are actually like indoors, but with your budget, you would probably want to stick to some of the different market stalls out there.
We can't afford a place with walls.
Yeah, exactly.
That is very sad.
Well, the marketplace has a lot of.
You
lot of
spend
good
5 golds
stuff.
on prawns. No, you can't afford a place with walls.
I'm not financially savvy, you guys. Please keep an eye on me during this whole thing.
Every vendor is just eyeballing you like they haven't had a meal in a week.
There's that fucking stupid guy. Paid
Yeah.
5 golds for prawn.
There's
I
that
need-
dumbass mummy from Osirian.
When we go through all of your characters, I need you to describe what you got based on your level of financial competency.
Oh, Lord.
I'm wearing the original clothes I had. I don't know.
I'm wearing exactly what I was wearing before, but
I have 2 more prawns, though.
I am 10 gold lighter for some
He's
reason.
wearing what he was wearing yesterday, but he's extremely drunk now.
I didn't get any clothes, but I got one of them sticks that can find water. It's supposed to work real good.
It just keeps on pointing to the shore.
To the ocean, yeah.
God damn it.
Damn, yeah.
It found water.
Technically, this thing works pretty good.
All right, so do we want to do the fast forward?
Yeah.
All right.
The features now.
That's the sound the crowd makes as Cyrus walks out of a tent wearing a navy blue, I guess almost like a duster, like pea coat sort of thing, with nice golden embellishments on the sleeves and around the. It's got like epaulettes. He looks a little sea captain-y. He's wearing pants without patches on them anymore.
That sounds pretty sharp looking.
It's a sharp looking dude.
How many gold did you spend on that outfit, Cyrus?
That was all 10.
Shit.
And then he haggled the guy down. It was initially like a 30 gold outfit.
It was 12.
But he haggled him down.
That's how he's going to relay it to everyone else. He wanted 75 gold, but I got it for 7.
Hell of a deal. He wanted my firstborn, but yeah,
Told him that was already promised to someone else.
But my firstborn is already 100 years old.
He died in the great battle in the sea that I can't remember the name of right now.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know.
All right. So
Tier Griffin. Damn.
Cyrus comes out and he's looking fly, and he got a reaction from the crowd, he thinks, and he looks to his right, and who does he see if not Kresh?
Oh, God. Don't go to me. Kresh is going to buy...
Kresh emerges from a tent. Doves.
Oh,
Ooh, John Woo film.
yeah, apparently I'm in a John Woo film.
He just has a huge bucket of chicken and the same clothes from yesterday.
Exactly. No, Kresh actually, he buys a much nicer, because his cloak before was tattered and torn and just all fucked up. So he buys a nice red, like deep maroon cloak to go over his clothes, and then just kind of just a decent little like vest thing. Nothing too shiny and fancy there, but just like a vest and fucking like decent pants.
Still got the guns out.
Like nothing.
Decent pants.
Just decent little pants.
You can't see his dick through them.
Yes, there's pants.
That was the best. You can tell Ross really thought about the top half of the cloak.
I thought about the cloak.
And he also has a functional, holeless pair of pants on.
Yes.
All right, so you come out in a lovely maroon cape with a vest and a pair of blue jeans on.
Yep.
And you feel pretty good about it. Mm-hmm. You're getting some looks, but not.
And cowboy boots now, because fuck you.
And cowboy boots. What color?
Oh, deep brown.
Flesh colored.
Yeah.
Flesh colored.
All right, so looking nice. All right, so we've got Kresh over here looking like some kind of weird cowboy superhero.
Yep.
We've got
Cyrus looking like a well put together person.
Cyrus looking like an ocean dwelling, also cowboy. Because Red Dead came out
God damn it,
like
yeah.
a month ago, and everyone is just all up on that.
Mm-hmm.
You see each other across the way. Your eyes lock, and you both go,
All right.
and to your right,
Can't do that.
you see Osraman emerge from the tent.
Wait, I want to do a gasp noise again.
Okay.
There we go.
And Osraman is wearing
Denim coveralls. And he's got his Danner boots on, steel toe, of course.
Yep.
I misunderstood the assignment.
I thought we were going to a hoedown. No, Osraman, I mean, being from Osirion, he's still got the full head wrap, the kafia,
Yep.
that's sort of concealing all but his eyes. But he comes out and he's got sort of a red velvet
Cupcake all over his
yeah.
face.
He's just
Everywhere.
He can spend his dead gold on cupcakes. He really likes spending money on food.
The confections of Pradsma
No.
are delectable.
He comes out and he's got sort of kind of that Middle Eastern, like a nice red velvet robe with sort of gold trim going up and down the sleeves and nice little curvy accents all over it. And he's got his nice brown leather boots on. He still has the full head wrap. And he was able to even afford some nice little jewelry for his left hand.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like a bunch of goth rings.
It's the hand for the ladies.
That's what it is.
That's what I'll introduce myself
got
to
one of
everyone.
the
I'll hold it out and go Freyish.
You've got one of the rings. It's like the scale mail parts plates. It's
Actually,
like,
no, you know what it is?
It's 5 ring pops.
He was able to find a nice steel ring in the shape of a scarab beetle.
Cool.
Wow. All right.
Details, baby.
Yeah.
Osraman comes out.
Decent pants.
And he's got some decent pants on. they don't have stains on them.
That is a decent panted dude.
Yeah. Look at that guy's pants. Decent.
So we've got Arabian Gryffindor, cowboy, superhero, Cyrus the Western.
Sea captainish sort of.
Let's call him like a fancy cowboy.
Fancy
Ooh,
fancy cowboy. Cowboy superhero and fancy cowboy.
He's like a Union general, sort of.
The two of you
Ulysses Grant. Sort of.
locked eyes and said, "All right."
It's true.
You
All
look
right.
to the right. You see Ozerman.
Who's that cleric? Do-do-do. Who's that? He's singing that to himself while he's like spinning and
Sexy cleric.
The three of you get together in the square. High fives are exchanged.
Yes.
And then you look off in the distance, coming out of a tent, is Rusam, who looks like...
So he has picked out some rich midnight blue pants, monk pants. So they've got the room to move.
Parachute pants.
And
no, he's upgraded to nice pants. They're not.
well,
decent,
they were
nice.
MC Hammer pants to begin with.
MC
And
Escher
this blue is going to be the same colors that he uses for his his moniker on the ships that he builds. And he has an eggshell white vest, heavily embroidered with thread of silver.
It's like a bunch of clouds on the ocean horizon.
Sounds beautiful.
Everyone just weeps a tear.
Yeah.
The sight of his outfit.
Everyone sheds a tear. Rusam joins everyone in Rusam joins everyone in the middle of the square. High fives are exchanged again.
All right.
And is there anything else y'all want to do before
Yes, Queen.
we get to the party, to the party?
Try to keep these clothes clean until the party. We shouldn't have changed so early.
Like a horse-drawn carriage goes by and just gets dirty.
Five carriages, and there's water on the ground, and it's just muddy water.
Maybe we should hire a palanquin?
Yeah.
Does anyone have any money left?
A seagull shits on Crash from overhead.
See, I was really hoping that you were going to get something orange,
Yeah, I should have.
because then you'd be orange crash.
Yes. I missed my opportunity. Those might be.
Ugh, I hate we missed that one.
Damn. So that's what's going to sink the podcast.
Yeah, that one right
Kill
there.
it. We got to start over. Let's re-record that section.
The whole
PepsiCo
episode.
is going to put us in the fucking ground.
But no, is there anything else on y'all's to-do list?
No.
Step
Not really.
1, get nice clothes. Step 2, chill. I guess we're there.
Yeah, maybe pregame a few beers before the party now.
Just crush a couple Bud Lights in the parking lot in front of the governor's mansion.
I was about to say, it took y'all, we'd say, until like late afternoon to find your clothes. You spent like 10 hours doing it.
Walk up with a 40. No alcohol allowed. Oh, hold on, man.
Yeah. So,
Flashbacks.
Actually, Ozramon does have one thing. He kind of get everyone in and say, my friends, while we all look absolutely splendid now, in terms of strategy for when we get there, I have prepared a cantrip called Message, which allows me to communicate with someone non-verbally across long distances. So in terms of intrigue and sneakiness, if there is anything that might help with that, please keep that in mind.
as long as you understand American Sign Language,
Yes. That's how it's used, ASL.
also known as Message, the cantrip.
Yeah. So yeah, Ozramon just wanted to make that kind of as a strategic note.
That's
Make that known.
line of sight, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's like if we were in this giant main hall and we were on the opposite ends, I could bang,
Right. Yeah.
which I'm going to come up with a better sound effect for.
But it's not like
No, that was perfect.
it's not like we can telepath between walls. Like we have to be able to see each other. Yes.
I can double check on that. I know it basically works. I can send a message and then that person can send one back to
Yeah.
me.
It's a 120 feet range, target one creature. You mouth words, but they're transferred to the ears of the target. So they can give a brief response as a reaction or as a free action on their next turn if they wish, but must be able to see you and be within range to do so. So I think the way I'm reading this is you don't have to see them to message them.
I said the first message doesn't have to be visible.
They have to be within range of you, and I would assume you have to know kind of where they are, but they can't respond unless they can see you.
Right.
Because you're basically mouthing across the room to each other.
Right.
And just so happens, I too have prepared a message.
It seems we are very prepared for this party then.
I hope you're right.
I've prepared my.
Are we a prepared party for the party?
I mean, maybe.
I'm going to leave now and never come back.
I do not understand your sense of humor.
That's dope that we both have message, though, because that, yeah.
Yeah. I was double checking my list here. I was like, yeah.
I mean, that is, much preferred to being like, hey, the book's in the fucking library over here.
Just me standing in a fucking corner, just like, this one. It's this one. I'm
pointing.
Found
What
it,
are
you guys.
Yeah.
I found it.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, with that said, Ozramon's pretty much ready to party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I figure Kresh is not going to bring his great axe. He's probably just going to store that at Rusam's
If
place.
nothing else, they probably have like an axe check.
Yeah, they have an axe check, but I don't want to lose that great axe.
Yeah. If you lose that ticket, man,
I'm not doing that.
I hope that thing wasn't enchanted.
Yeah. It gets sold.
Yeah.
You didn't have your runes in there, did you?
All right. So yeah, y'all start making your way up the street of this kind of winding cobblestone street past all these, getting nicer and nicer houses that's kind of going up towards the mansion. This is going north is where Jera's house was, and so, that's where kind of the more highfalutin merchants and traders live. And so, yeah, you make your way all the way up to the governor's house. You are met with open iron gates with a brick wall that kind of surrounds the compound. As you enter in, you emerge into what is essentially a large courtyard, and that's where most of the people that you now see are milling. You can see maybe 20 to 30 people just kind of mingling and walking around this courtyard, talking to each other. You can see there are about 4 or 5 food stands set up, and it seems like this is kind of where dinner is going to come from. It is different stands that Rusam, you would actually, and Cyrus recognize from the marketplace at Prodzia. It seems like their owners and operators have been invited up here to prepare their food for the party.
Ah, yes, Frank's Falafels. I recognize them from the main drag.
Yes.
It's like Food Truck Friday.
Oh, hey, Cyrus. It's me, Frank.
Hello.
Hi. I hope you didn't build any toilets before coming here.
Scowls.
Later, man. And so, yeah, there's lovely, columns along the edge of this kind of stone pathway that surrounds the courtyard. You can see 2 large double doors that are at the far end that you would assume go kind of into the main part of the mansion. They are currently closed, but you imagine that that's kind of going to be the big entrance at some point once the party actually kind of starts. This seems to be kind of the pregame hanging out time.
Then someone will sling the doors open and tell everyone to get their asses inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
That seems to be kind of what it is. And so, yeah, you look around. You can see a couple shipbuilders that you might recognize, if not by name, but just by faces that you've kind of seen around. You see that most of the ones you do recognize, as you would expect for the Apprentice Festival, are being shadowed or are with a younger protege, essentially. And you actually see Roy there. He's there with a young man, just kind of standing at one of the different food stands. This one's run by Dave, who sells fortune cookies.
Oh.
Okay.
And
That was very well prepared.
so he is.
Poor Dave.
Right off the GM's notes.
It's right there. I don't know what to say. And so he's talking, and you can kind of hear him just, yes, my man, off in the distance. And whether or not you
Sweet,
want,
sweet Dave.
whether or not you want to interact with Roy Moore is up to you. Mingle. The world is your oyster.
God, it's
I would like to roll a perception check to see if there are, other than the main doors, if there's any other potential entrances into the mansion, like
Of course.
terraces, windows I could climb up to.
Ooh,
Nat 20.
nice. So there are
There's nothing.
None.
Really.
there are footsteps going every direction. There are windows that you can see kind of along the stonework on beside the stone pathways that are surrounding the main courtyard where you're standing with everybody else. And just to make it clear, like this is a big courtyard. Like this isn't like, oh yeah, we're hanging out on the back deck. Like it's big.
It's like a proper plaza sort of thing.
There are, you can see a couple of balconies that are one story up, stone balconies that overlook the courtyard as well, that have some flowers planted in them. They also have windows, and you can see a couple of them have wooden doors that go inside wherever on the second floor.
Wherever the hell that may lead to. Okay.
I think, Cyrus is going to kind of, following Ozramon's gaze, look up towards the same way and see if he can make out like bookshelves or anything through the windows. See if he can spot the library from the outside. Sort of clock it.
Come on, Nat 30.
I'm going to roll it on the actual rolling surface here.
Yep.
It's going to be 16.
Okay, from the courtyard, you cannot. Not like you can't see through the windows. You can. All the windows do not look into a library.
Cool.
What you can see as you do look into the windows on the right and left, as you're just kind of wandering around suspiciously, maybe.
There's a housemaid just looking in a window freaking out.
Basically, these windows both go into hallways, stone hallways that run alongside that you can't see into the rooms that are beyond them, but you can see there are rooms on the other side of the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a dorm hallway. Maybe you're looking into it from one side.
What do you see, Cyrus?
What do your elf eyes see?
Not the library. I think it's on the other side of the house.
Is it so? Perhaps we could find our way to sneak away from the main crowd at some point and sneak over there.
Let's.
And then we grab hands and skip away.
Everybody skips off into the corner and
Yeah, I mean,
sneak as one.
Excuse us, we're looking for a place to make out.
I can't tell you how many times I've asked a bartender or maitre d' that question. 0 times.
That many. 0 times.
All right. So what are you doing?
Oh, I mean, still milling at the moment.
Okay.
I think at least we're
You
kind
were
of
planning.
trying to get a step ahead.
Gotcha. All right. And while y'all are kind of getting a lay of the land, you start to hear a little bit of a commotion as a kind of middle-aged man and a girl are getting into an argument with one of the food stands. This one is called Salisbury Steak.
Whoa.
Oh, we got there. We got all the way there.
And you can see Sal just like, I don't know what you expected. It's steak and gravy. It's on the sign. And you just see this kind of thin man kind of with a sharp pointed nose going, I expected better quality from you. I've known you for years. I'm very disappointed.
Damn.
Oh, man.
And the girl beside him
I'm
just
really
like,
watching a Fallout right now.
I'm not really a fan of this guy. Can we go?
She has a head cold.
Yeah.
It looks like Nick Kroll and drag.
Yes, come along, Juniper. And they start to kind of step away and bump past Ozramon as they go.
I cast Chill Touch.
All right.
No. Shield. Hand still on the chess piece.
Rolling for initiative. Okay. But yeah. Oh, excuse me.
There is no excuse for you.
God.
Just kidding, man. I saw you looked
God.
upset over there, and I thought I would have a good joke at
I
you.
just wanted a good Salisbury steak, and I didn't like the product.
What was wrong with it? Too dry?
It was very dry.
Pretty much the only requirement for a Salisbury steak is that it be,
Wet.
not dry.
Plenty of gravy.
That's what I was trying to tell him. I was trying to tell Sal that he usually puts much more gravy on it, but I feel like he's been skimping.
What is your name, you disappointed customer?
Oh, My manners. I'm so sorry. My name is Leopold.
Leopold, it is a pleasure to meet you. I also hold out the hand in the exact same fashion, so they just kind of butt together at the knuckles.
And he touches knuckles with you.
He's limp-wristedly touch rings.
I see. Osirian.
Yes, my name is Osramon, and I do hail from Osiria.
I knew from the greeting.
The touching, let us gingerly touch knuckles.
Cannon.
Damn, now I gotta do that to every single NPC I meet in this.
Well, it is lovely to meet you. I am Leopold. I am a shipbuilder. Just quiet down, minstrel. My goodness.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Leopold.
Are you competing in the festival tomorrow?
I am not. As someone who comes from the desert, shipbuilding and sailing is not really my forte, unfortunately. But I am here with my good friend Rusam, who happens to be a shipbuilder, I believe.
Why, yes. I've made many fine ships.
Oh, it's lovely to meet you. I've never heard of you. So are you part of a crew? Are you looking to crew for one of the apprentices?
I would never be opposed to good work, as I am new to the area and do not have a job. I'm technically unemployed. Puts that in big quotations.
My goodness. Let me see real quick. Juniper!
Oh, was that the drunk girl?
Juniper
That was not an Osramon. That was
Juniper was the girl with the head cold, yes.
yeah.
What do you want, idiot? Juniper, these nice men might be looking to crew for someone. I know you've been looking for... I'm not interested in any kind of... whatever this thing is running on my ship. Ugh. And she just kind of fucks off, as they say.
Well, I wouldn't want to work for her anyways.
She's
sound
not
like a
quite
very-
pretty enough to be so rude, is she?
I know
Oh,
she's
snap.
I know she's so rude, but she's quite talented, and trying to find her crew has been difficult.
Cyrus
I
is
can see why.
It's
a
very
professional
fast.
shade thrower.
Yes.
Rusam just has his arms crossed and he's just shaking his head. This is why I do not take the apprentices.
The young people have no respect anymore.
No.
So tell me,
Damn it, Sal!
you and your dry Salisbury steaks. Tell me, Leopold, have you ever been to one of these parties before? This is at least I can speak for myself, this is my first time.
I've been making the fastest ships for high-paying clients for many years. And I've had a few apprentices come up, and they all have their own successful businesses now. I'm very successful.
Yes, it seems that way, certainly.
Thank you. And so, here I am at another get-together.
So how does this work? They will open the doors and we will go into the main mansion at some point?
Oh,
or-
yes. At a certain point, the governor will come out. He will welcome us all to his mansion. And then we will go in, mingle, have some drinks with the governor, with, I assume his daughter is probably here. I've seen the police here and there, so I'm sure that Chief Edgeworth will be here as well in attendance. He usually is.
Yes, I can only imagine. I've never been in a house as big as this. I can imagine it must be quite beautiful inside. There must be a foyer and a dining room and a library.
It's lovely.
Damn.
It was a. I saw what you did.
A
there.
noble effort.
It was
All
a good
of
attempt.
those things are in there. But no, I do hope you enjoy the party, and trust me, try to associate with the right people. Don't go after people like him over there. And he kind of points over, and you can see there's a guy who's in just kind of like a cloth white shirt and a pair of blue trousers, and he's standing in front of Lila's lettuce stand.
The lettuce stand. Not
boy.
the
My
most
least
popular
favorite.
one.
Yep.
I'm glad we had the build up for that one.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of you can see this guy, he's got kind of close cropped hair, clean shaven, standing beside what basically looks like a smaller version of him. Like almost shaved head, white on blue. Actually looks similar to how Rusama's dressed, except for not as nice. Like you can tell it's basically like cotton work clothes that have just been laundered, essentially. And they're both just standing there with a handful of lettuce. just kind of chomping down.
And what was Lettuce Man's name again?
It was Lila. It was
Lila.
Lila.
Yeah, that's her lettuce stand.
Oh, that's her. Okay, yeah.
Lila the Lettucier.
And she just finished like handing them their lettuce. And like, y'all have a nice day now.
Leopold, what would you say is your problem with this lettuce person over here? Besides just literally choosing the worst type of stand to have.
I have no problem with Lila. Her lettuce is delicious, I guess. It's more the men beside it. Every year they decide to bring one of these the lesser builders to see what they're missing. Common folk. Nothing special. I've never even seen their ships, but how could they be looking like that at a party?
Then Ozermon tries really hard to do like a haughty laugh as well.
Crash immediately looks down at his pants and is just like, oh shit.
What would
These
you
are only
say?
decent. They're not nice.
I pissed myself.
Cyrus is going to kind of step forward at this point. He's like, what would you say your problem is with the common folk?
Oh, nothing as long as I can't see them or be around them.
He's got a very unhappy look on his face. He doesn't like that.
Yeah, I can hear the unhappy look.
Ozermon gives like a nice pat on the shoulder to Cyrus.
Well, I will go mingle.
Yes, I've taken up too much of your time. Please, enjoy the food, the festivities.
What was this guy's name again? Sorry.
Leopold.
He's a dickhead, and we're going to fucking give him his later.
He's going to show up tomorrow like strangled in an alleyway.
that's
And I'm
what
going to be
we
like,
call
dude,
it.
I'm pretty sure I know who did that.
I think Cyrus killed that man.
It
Why
was
does
a
he have,
pleasure
like-
meeting you, Leopold. Maybe we will run into each other again sometime.
Cyrus pulls out a little notepad and scribbles.
Oh my
Tucks
goodness.
it back
Piece of
away.
paper and piece of lipstick. Writes his name down.
Kisses the page.
Yeah.
It was so nice to meet you. I certainly... Master, I need you to buy me some golden leaf for my cupcake. Okay. Must leave. Goodbye.
Best of
and he
luck.
extends the Osirian hand to you.
And we touch Knuckles gingerly again.
And he goes off over to where Juniper is standing beside a golden cupcake stand, I guess.
I just gotta say, Juniper sounds like a prize pig. Like Juniper's won me the blue ribbon 2 years running.
I must say, men, that I do not usually go to parties sober, but from a social standpoint, I think I'm doing pretty good right now.
Your hands are just like shaking.
Yeah.
You can see just the wrapping just kind
Yeah.
of.
You're maintaining admirably.
And I am sorry that man clearly upset you.
Oh, he'll get his.
I'm going to write something down in my notepad.
I
Everybody,
just got on the naughty list.
everybody finds Leopold's body tomorrow morning with like 4 fireballs in it.
He was stabbed 57 times.
Shit.
Well, do you gentlemen think we should disperse and glean what we can from this crowd?
It appears to me that we need to go get the people by the lettuce stand. They're the one set of people here who stand out. So
And he said that they were
They do stand out.
as a lettuce stand, yes.
the people by the lettuce stand,
By the lettuce stand.
Yeah,
He's-
not the lettuce.
The
itself.
lettuce stand is actually.
I'm probably
supposed to be
going to go get some
super light.
falafel.
I'm pretty hung up on the lettuce
I-
stand.
Yeah,
I think you're
Rusam
here.
kind of droops. He was very interested in getting lettuce, not talking to these people.
Yeah. But Leopold said that was the people next to the lettuce stand were like newer shipbuilders.
Yeah.
They were the
Fucking,
common folk. Yeah.
He basically said like they every year just kind of like okay,
They let a commoner in.
yeah to kind of show them what they
That's the
could
thing.
get.
I didn't realize like all the shipwrights were like nobles.
Not all of them. Actually, most of them aren't. But this kind of the
He made it sound like there's a lot more like stratification going on.
it's probably because of the social circle that he runs in is what you
Sure.
kind of figure. He intentionally avoids.
He's just a hoity-toity asshole of it.
Yeah, I have that in my notes. What do you do,
Cool.
asshole? Not literally.
Well,
I don't care.
Cyrus, it seems that we might be best served to go over there and speak with these quote-unquote common folk, as Leopold referred to them. It seems that might be your people, and perhaps we could get some more information from them.
Agreed.
Yes, they have very good taste in clothing as well.
They do. All of their pants do seem to be, I would say, minimally decent. Decent and up.
Decent, proper.
Decent to proper, yes.
Yeah, they look like okay pants.
They look
I mean,
decent.
pretty decent pants.
Solid.
Okay.
Is there a proper bar outside, or is it just like random drinks and?
You can
the
see
food
there's
stands?
there's some waiters going around that have different. There's a waiter that has different flagons of ale.
Mm-hmm.
One waiter has some wine in chalices. So depends on what you fancy.
So I shall grab a stemmed glass of whatever.
20 gold. It's already been deducted.
Yeah, Jesus.
They got your PayPal.
So you had an RFID chip.
It's like an Amazon store. And now he's just gonna grab a glass of whatever and walk over towards these commoners next to the lettuce stand.
Okay.
I actually want to, before you can, if I can, I'm going to turn to Cyrus and say, it seems best with our messaging abilities. I could perhaps wander the other direction around the property, and if we need to exchange information, we could do so. Just keep an eye on me, and I will keep an eye on you.
Agreed. Stay within eye shot.
Will do. And Ozramon's going to kind of like put his hands behind his back and clasp them, trying to look as classy as possible, and just sort of saunter off the other direction.
Okay. So we'll go with Cyrus first. What are y'all doing?
Rusam wants lettuce.
That's what I
I mean,
figured.
Crash is grabbing a flagon of ale off of one of the flagon,
A turtle person.
the ale waiters, and following Ozramon.
Nice.
Okay.
That way we have That's nice. We have two groups
It's a messenger.
messaging.
Oh my god!
A good split party, like you always want.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Right down the middle.
Skeletons fall from the sky with axes and shields.
Not again.
So yeah, Cyrus and Rusam, you go over to the lettuce stand, and you can get yourself some if you want, but you see this kind of like 5'10" guy in his normal clothes, just kind of standing there. He's just kind of talking to his son a little bit.
Yeah, Rusam is going to purchase lettuce and then stand there loudly, like chipmunk chewing it, and just kind of stare at this man, waiting for him to start conversation. Just like crunching on his lettuce and staring at this man.
You will have to excuse my strange friend.
Are you enjoying that lettuce, man?
Just, of course.
Okay. Well, what can I do for you?
But another party guest has informed us that this is your first time as well.
Oh, yes. I've never been here before.
Oh, what is the name of your apprentice's vessel?
I don't know. What is the name of your vessel?
It's the flying pig.
It's the Flying Pig.
A flying pig.
Yep.
I'll remember that.
Just like when the saying, when pigs fly.
Oh, awfully defeatist, isn't it?
Well, no, because that's when good things happen.
Sure.
I wanted to name it after something hopeful. I don't know why it turned into like a. I'm that goblin from the dress rehearsal.
I thought it was a good name.
Hey, sorry, I've been eating a lot of lettuce. Yeah, I wanted to name it something good.
So Rusam is going to like gulp down this mouthful of lettuce he's been chewing on. I'm so sorry. I'm so rude. I am Rusam Zekrevich, and extend a hand.
Oh,
And
nice to meet you. My name's Hank.
Why did I have to exclude myself from this RP?
and
You know this is the one I would want to sit in on.
Whoa! And your apprentice's name?
Oh, this is my son, Bobby.
Oh my, it's not fair.
It's in the notes. Literally.
Damn it.
Henry Robert. I am Cyrus.
Henry and Robert.
He gives like a It's like a way too formal, like low bow.
Hank kind of, his arms at his side kind of like angles a little bit. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, my name is Hank, like I said. We sell good ships at a fair price.
Ships and shipbuilding accessories.
Low hanging fruit, Weber.
You have to. Well, you have to buy the ship first, but there are many accessories that come with ships, as you would know, as a shipwright yourself.
Oh, yes, of course.
So what are y'all doing at the party?
Well, it's our first time as well, and, you know, as I said, we heard that you are also first-timers, so it made sense to find someone else who was as uncomfortable at these things as we are.
Yes, I have tended to not come, as I never have these apprentices of my own. I typically work by myself. How are you enjoying it so far?
Well, I know I'm really, really enjoying it. There's a lot of. I like the lettuce.
It's very good. Yes.
I'm really looking forward to going out and sailing tomorrow.
I think while Bobby's talking, Cyrus is going to kind of like look over to his right and try to spot Ozraman. And as Cyrus looks that way, he's going to mouth and use message and ask Ozraman, have you found anything?
Scene transition.
Oh my god.
So you see the two of them go off towards the lettuce stand, and you start to kind of make your way around the courtyard, kind of around the grounds where the basically in between where the gate was and where you entered into the compound, and you actually come across a giant man who is currently doubled over, vomiting into a bush, with a much smaller man just kind of rubbing his back.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Poor Bubba.
You're gonna be okay, man. You're gonna be okay. Just get it out. Get it out.
It hurts. Excuse me. Are you okay? Are you going to be all? Do we need to get help?
I am a cleric.
Put Salisbury steak in romaine lettuce. E. coli.
Oh no.
You're so topical.
You didn't get the CDC warning?
Hey, don't worry about him. I appreciate your worry, guys, but like, I got him. He's a good boy, but he can be a little impulsive sometimes. I'm sorry if this is ruining your party. I'm really not meaning to.
Bobby?
What?
Bobby's
more back here.
If we are being totally honest,
I can't do a Bobby Hill voice at all. So
my friend Krish and I are not used to these sorts of parties either, so you are not disturbing our experience at all, I would say.
I've seen plenty of people vomiting in a corner. Most of them weren't from E. coli. But
I'm starting to feel better.
that's good. Just let it out. Just get the devil out of you.
Got the devil out of me.
I cast guidance. I tap him, give him a pat on the shoulder, and cast guidance to pass his puke check, whatever that may be.
okay, here, I'll.
His fortitude. That'd be fortitude, right?
Oh, well, that's a nat 20.
Good job.
Thank you.
He wipes his mouth and stands up. Much better.
Yeah, he wipes his mouth
how I really say.
and stands up, and he looks like he's about 7'6" and about 400 pounds. He is a big boy.
You said 7'6"?
Yes.
Oh my.
You can see he's got on this like kind of ill-fitting button-down tunic, and you can see like two of the buttons are
Like busted
missed.
out.
Well, there's
Button
one
in the wrong hole.
Yeah, there's one button
okay.
that's Sorry, guys. How rude am I? Not even proper introductions. My name is Falco. This is Goom.
Falco and Goom. This is my friend Ozraman.
Ozraman.
I am
Yippee-ki-yay,
Krish.
Mr. Falco.
Yippee-ki-yay to you, my friend.
Okay.
Where's that accent from? Osiriya?
Yes, I hail.
Nice to meet you.
Oh,
and he extends.
everyone here is so polite. Let us gingerly touch Knuckles again. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm a shipbuilder down at the docks. Goomp here. So excited to be a part of the Apprentice Festival. We're just can't even believe it.
Is this your first time?
No, this is my second time here. My last apprentice, a little bit quick on the uptake, but Goomp, he's a good boy, and let me tell you what, he could carry the ship through the water if he needed to.
I would imagine.
What did you say his name was again? Gob?
Goomp. Sorry, I know my accent's a bit weird. I'm from part of Pathfinder Land. It's spelled Goomp. Goomp.
Okay, I did not know if you were doing folly work or something like a sound effect. It is a pleasure to meet you, Goomp.
Nice to meet you.
Yes,
Osmon.
Ozraman.
Pokemon.
Yes. You know what? A man of your size, you can call me Pikachu if you would like, please.
Yes.
Is Goop like getting fucking like sultry? I want to eat him eyes right now. Is that what's happening?
Goomp does not look like he wants to eat anything.
Oh, I just kind of
Yeah.
He got his guidance check. I figured he just voided himself. He's probably pretty hungry.
Apologies for appearance. Goomp nervous at event.
Oh, please, Goomp, please do not be anxious. We are also new to this sort of thing, so you don't have to worry about impressing us or any of that sort of thing.
It is intimidating for a 12-year-old.
Sam, you're so good at disarming an RP by giving like an asinine description of like a detail about someone, like right when you nestle in. It was my 11th birthday last year, which makes me 12 today.
Thank you.
It's Goom's birthday.
Keep us on our toes.
Well, no, I
Goom's man now.
built a lot of and Goomp builds with this. A lot of the big kind of barges. We do a lot of tourist ships. Mm-hmm. A lot of good land around Prozia, and the people love to get on the ship, go around, see the different peninsulas, see the tree farms out on the north side of the island. It's great. Very lucrative, but at the same time, I like to make the people happy.
How long have you lived in Prozia?
Oh, God. I was born in Prozia not 45 years ago.
Wow.
Lived here my entire life.
You said this was your second time here.
Second time, yeah.
I assume eventually we go into the house.
Oh, yeah, any second now. The governor should come out and make a big proclamation with his fancy...
He gets very excited about his...
Yeah, he's got, like, cool hair and whatnot, you know.
Well, if it would be okay with you, perhaps my friend Krish and I could sort of tag along with you. Yes, we all do like Krish. He is very...
I like you too, Goop.
Yes, I like you the most, Goomp. You're a very friendly... Yes. Ozermon is like... Andrew's not terrified, but Ozermon is kind of like,
Ozermon's
oh my god,
absolutely
if I don't
terrified.
say the right thing, this dude's just gonna like squash me like a bug.
I'll drive you.
Yeah. But if it is okay with you, perhaps we are new to these things as well. We could kind of tag along with you once we go inside.
Hey, no problem, man.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
We appreciate it.
We love having company,
Cool. Well,
especially when you're surrounded by a bunch of, rich a-holes. I mean, I'm rich, but I'm not an a-hole. At least I don't like to think I am, but, sometimes.
Every once in a while, everybody's an a-hole.
you seem like a very pleasant person overall, I would
Hey, I
say.
appreciate that.
And Ozermon's going to kind of just step out for a second while I guess Crash is continuing
Yeah.
to be nice, and he's going to kind of look over back at Cyrus and...
Is this where it like links back up? This is like where you initially got messaged?
Yes.
Yeah, like
this
I
is-
stepped out, and then you send that message.
Then he does his big yawn.
Simultaneous. Yeah.
And I'm just going to send reply back to that cantrip that Cyrus sent and say, I believe we have found some close friends that could be of great use to us
New
once we
best
get
friends.
inside.
Good to hear. We'll see if we can bring these along as well. They could be useful.
And at that moment,
Dope.
ding, 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 and you hear kind of a bell start to go off, and you hear as the two double doors open.
Fog machine.
Yeah, there's a fog machine. The theme song to Flash Gordon starts playing.
Ooh, I don't have that one on Sirenscape.
Flash! Ah! And out steps a man.
Of the project.
It's time for the governor. There we go. There steps a man clad in a lovely velvet cape. And that's it? No. It's a purple cape dressed in a long sailor's doublet, striped pants, matching gold and silver and bronze buttons. And he kind of walks out onto the stonework looking out over the courtyard and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Feast for the Apprentice Festival!"